record this. All right, so Joe, good job, brother. You're getting better and better each time we do this. So did I hear frenzy in the middle of that?
I did.
That was okay. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't hear the word. I didn't think I heard the word correctly, but okay, cool. So intro is really good. You said possibly 3 times before we even got into anything, right? So we try to remove possibly, if, maybe, so, like, tentative words, like, here's what I want to do. So I understand you want to see 123 Main Street. Wonderful. Let me check with seller availability, see if that time's available between 4 and 7. Perfect, right? It's not possibly that I could maybe show you that house if you know, right? So you want to eliminate that, but your flow's getting a lot better. When I asked you about the market there was you just had a couple like little hiccups, but I think that you recovered well, man. I think that when we started doing this compared to where you are now, totally night and day difference, man. So Joey, really showing up in a big way.
I've been like trying to like practice in my head when I'm driving, when I'm with my girlfriend, and like every time. And so I'm trying to go like every week now. And you know,
no, it shows, bro. It shows, man. And so you're definitely on our radar. So John, takeaways from you.
Yeah, man, that was great. You really have come a long way. You seem, 100 times more confident, and you're getting a lot smoother. Just keep practicing. With the listing agent thing, I think like you did it fine, but it could have been a little bit better. I think if somebody's asking about the listing agent, they might have in their head they want to work with listing agents. So I'd say something like, listing agent's priority is doing what's best for the seller. It's best that you have your own representation as a buyer, so I can make sure to look out for your best interests. Something along those lines where you get it out of their head that they want to work with the listing agent. And then also, explain your value. But it was great. I mean, I think the way you handle the market question, I think is a great way to just talk about the market in general when somebody's asking about the market, because what you said is, very true and accurate. But I think like just a more generic, like, yeah, every house is a little different. Let's go check this one out, and then we can look into it more. Because like the answer you said made it sound like, oh, maybe it isn't, maybe we can get this for below asking. So like just an answer that doesn't really like tip anything either way and kind of punts it down the road is good. But, again, I like that you had a good solid answer that was, I think, is accurate for the market, but just maybe not for a Zillow call. But overall, man, great job. I remember your very first one, and it was like you were like petrified, bro. So to see you
practice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like I would love to take that first call and put it next to this one, because I think it really shows the value of practice.
Just record.
Dude, and it's your whole demeanor. Like you could see it. It's in your face. It's in your whole like swag right now. Like it shows, man. And that practice builds confidence. So Quan, you had your hand up, brother. Let's go to you.
Oh, I'm ready to go. So all
right, cool. We're gonna go one more with you, and we'll go to you, and then Emerald, you'll go after him. All right. So I'll let John be the buyer this time, and I'll connect you. So Emerald, your phone rings.
Is Emerald going first?
Okay.
All right. Oh, sorry, Quan. I'm sorry. So sorry. I was looking directly at Emerald.
Oh yeah, I was confused. I was like,
hi, Quan. This is Elias calling from Zillow. I have John on the line. He'd like to see 123 Main Street. Can you take the call?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Elias.
Hello.
Hi, Hey, John. This is Quan with EXP Realty, your Zillow Premier Partner. How are you doing today?
Doing well. How are you, Quan?
Wonderful. I understand you're looking to look at 123 Main Street. Are you looking to look at today?
Yeah, yes. I mean, I have some questions first, but that one caught my eye. I like the location. I have some friends in that neighborhood. We haven't really started looking yet, but this seems like a good opportunity. Do I have to have financing figured out before we go look at it?
I mean, you don't have to have it done, but I would definitely recommend that you start that process sooner rather than later. In this market, and I'll be more than happy to talk more about that with you on the when we look at the property. Yeah.
Okay.
So
the reason I ask is that I have a condo that I would almost certainly need to sell before I had the money for a down payment for this one. I mean, is that even possible?
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, make sure I fully understand. You're currently living in a condo that you own, and you're looking to sell that in order to have the equity to buy. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think I don't know. I don't think I have enough for a down payment unless I sell this, but I'm not really sure.
Sure. And that's a very genuine concern because, last thing we want to do is have you homeless, right? We want to make sure that you're able to get the home that you want and then also be able to sell your property. But what if I tell you that there could be a way for you to actually potentially buy before you sell? Would that interest you?
I mean, yeah, possibly. I'm still not sure how this all works, but if it's possible, then yeah, for sure.
Sure. So, what we can do is, so you said you're available today to look at that property, right?
Today after 6 o'clock. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So this is what I'll do. I'm gonna go ahead and contact the seller and see if that time works for, for the seller for us to look at the property. And then if it does, then, we can go look at it today at six or, sometime after. And while we're on the tour, I can tell you a little bit more about, different ways of how we can potentially have you buy so that you don't have the stress of having to sell your property and then buy. Because one thing I'm sure you're aware of is that if we're trying to buy something that's contingent of you selling, is actually not very favorable in your position. So if we can find any way that help you to buy first and then sell, it will absolutely put you in a very good position. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go check it out.
Okay, wonderful. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'll go ahead and call the seller right now just to make sure the timeline works. And I'll give you a call back in 20 minutes. How's that?
Sounds good.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'll be in touch with you within 20 minutes.
Okay, thanks, Quan.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. I'm looking forward to meeting you today.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, cool, man. You did a good job. There was and I really liked how you you made it clear, yeah, it's possible for you to buy. And then you brought it back to, so you said you're available today, right? And went into the appointment. I think at that point you should have just set the appointment and then not even really gone into detail about anything else again, because you kind of lost me a little bit. And people might not know what contingent means in this context. You could have just set it to the appointment, great. And then if you like it, we can talk more about what it would, what your options would be as far as buying, when you have that condo to sell. You didn't need to go into more detail after you went back to setting the appointment. But I really liked how you yeah, it's totally possible. You said you're available after 6 today, right? Let's go look at it. I think you could have just, because these calls are all about just doing removing whatever barriers you need to get that appointment. And the only barrier this guy had was he wasn't sure if it's even possible. You told him it's possible. You don't need to get into any more detail until you know that, it's something you want to move forward on.
Got it. Copy.
Yeah, I think you did well. You said this line, you said, you don't have to, obviously it's good to, we'll talk about that later, and then went back to the appointment, right? So I thought that was really good. I thought your intro was really solid. Here's what you do, and you do really well. In sales, your ability to do a great discovery is how you're going to best serve a consumer. A discovery is when we discover as much as we possibly can about a consumer. And I think that you did that well. And then you did a discovery confirmation without even knowing, all right, just so I understand your situation clearly, boom, 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 in order to get to XYZ. Did I miss anything? Perfect. So you did that really well. I wrote discovery confirmation here. And then, yeah, just kind of more impact, less words, but Quan, you're super, super polished. You're great on the phones. Minimize the amount of words because you already had him at the first minute. You didn't have to say a lot of the extra stuff. He was ready just to meet you. So, and here's the thing, you guys, like John says, don't create barriers and put walls up. Just go and meet with the people. That's it. I just want you to get out there, book the appointment. Wonderful, awesome, good, right? This is instant gratification for a consumer. That's it. Everything else, I just want you guys to be in front of them, work your magic, charm them, use your skill, use your resources, but just book that appointment, man. Good stuff, Quan. Let's go to Emerald. Emerald's ready. She's got her headset on. She's ready.
Emerald was ready at 9:30.
I know. I know, it's weird. I don't know why I'm nervous because it's I could do this all the time, but it's something now about training, but let's do it.
You want to know what's weird, you guys? I have a bald spot developing in my beard. That's what's weird. This isn't weird. That's what's weird.
I'm gonna make the intro and then I have to cut out a little early this week. Cool. But I will catch you guys next time. But
all right, let's do it. I'm gonna give you a hard one. Be ready.
All right, Emerald, ring ring.
Hi, hello, this is Emerald.
Hi, Emerald. This is John from Zillow. I have Elias online. He'd like to see 123 Main Street in Oakland. Can I connect you?
Absolutely. You can connect me. Have a good day.
Here you go. Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Emerald Wright, and I am calling from EXP Realty, and I'm still getting the Zillow partner thing down. But I was calling because I noticed you'd like to see a house today.
Oh, no, I was calling you guys because I just called into Zillow.
Oh, and what are you calling about? Or what are you calling about today?
That property, 123 Main Street.
Oh, 123. Oh, I see how it works. Okay, 123 Main Street. I am available. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's all right. You're doing fine.
So I know you're calling about 123 Main Street, and
Yeah, so
I wanted
we
to
actually-
check your.
We
Uh-huh.
live down the street and my son has a drone. And so he was flying over and it looks like it's just land. And so just wanted to know, we're thinking about, building a house and buying some land, what goes into that?
Oh, so you were thinking about buying land. So are you thinking about like just getting a home that's already a new constructed development, a new development, or you want to buy land and build and customize a home?
Yeah, so it's just a vacant lot. I just wanted to buy.
It's
the
just a
land.
vacant lot. Oh, okay. So do you have time today do you want to take a tour of that vacant lot and we could discuss what your possibilities are later today?
Yeah, so what goes into that?
What goes into it?
Like,
So
like if I wanted to build a home.
So if you wanted to build a home, the first thing you would need to do is we would take a tour of the land, and then we would basically call the city. We would call the city and find out what the zoning laws are and figuring out like what you can build, the height requirements, square footage, and then we would kind of go from there. And then after that, we would basically work. I have a couple of contractors and I know some architects that we could talk to, and we could see if maybe, or if you want to maybe look at something that is already kind of pre-built, like a prefab home, or just start from the ground up and see your pricing options from there. So
Wow,
that's
okay.
also a possibility.
Yeah.
So
Sounds
yeah,
good. Awesome. So then, what do we, I mean, because it's right down the street, I could literally walk there, or
it's right down the street. So I know it's down the street, but from a real estate from being a realtor, in all honesty, you would want to, I could help you like survey the land and see, if there is going to be any potential issues, and see if there's going to be lines that need to be pulled as far as like water and PG&E, or you're going to need it to be attached to a well. So there's certain things that I would be able to
So
assist you with.
don't just go walk around.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. All right, perfect. So then what's next?
What's next is what time do you have available today to meet to go tour that piece of property?
I can go at noon. I mean, it's
At
right around the corner. Mhm.
At noon. Okay, so I am actually available around that time. So I can meet you at the property at noon. And if you think of any other questions you might have, it would be good to write them down and we could just go over them when we meet today. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. All right. Well, I can't wait to meet you today, Elias, and I will see you soon.
Cool. Awesome. Good
Thank you.
job, Emerald. First time she's ever done this, you guys. So,
Oh my God.
so here's what's great about this, Emerald, is that you started out a little choppy. That's cool, right? You're just learning, the EXP Realty. I'm a Zillow Premier Partner. You're still learning that portion of it. But that's a hard one. And the way that you made me feel, it's like, all right, I'm with a professional, right? She knows her shit. She understands what it's going to take from, from a city, from permits, from, utilities and all the things that go into building land. Is it plottable? Is it what the slope? All these things that go into it. I feel like you understood that. So, I mean, great job for your very first call. Very, very good job.
Thank you.
How did you feel?
I felt like once I understood, I guess I have to understand how like the leads work. I never worked with leads before. So it's like understanding like the dynamic and how this works. But once I got that, I'm like, okay, now we're good. And I'm just going to talk to you like.
That's why I just threw you in, because it's kind of like, well, we're on the football field. What do? Just run and just hit somebody or just get open. I'm going to throw the ball to you. So we threw the ball. Now we're going to teach you the technical stuff, right? So the Zillow Flex playbook, it's in Slack. You can find that. You can study it. You can rehearse this over and over, like Joey said, with his girlfriend, over and over in the car. Talk to yourself like a crazy person so it comes out fluid. So really, really, really good stuff. Let's go to Jesse. Hi, Jordana. You just raised your hand to go?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, are we supposed to raise our hand if we want to go? Is that what that's
No,
for?
so it's cool. Yes, that works. But Jesse and Mirnaz had their hands up, so I'll come to you after.
Okay, no
So
worries.
let's see. Let's give Jesse a 3 count. 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. We'll go to Mirnaz. 3, 2, 1. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, cool. All right, let's rock and roll, Mirnaz. So you know the routine. Hello, this is Elias calling from Zillow. I have Elias on the line. He'd like to see 123 Main Street. Can you take the call?
Yes, hi, Elias. Yes, please.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, Elias. This is Murnaz Rafati, your Zillow Premium Agent with EXP Realty. How are you doing?
I'm well. Are you the listing agent for this property?
I am not the listing agent. Taking care of the seller, but I'm buyer agents, and I definitely can help you in this wonderful journey.
Oh, because I'm looking at selling my house, so maybe I should just call that person if you just work with buyers.
No, actually, I can help you with selling your property as well. But in this case, for 123 Main Street, I'm not the listing agent, but definitely I can help you with selling your home
Oh, okay.
if
Okay.
you'd like to.
Yeah. All right, cool. And then, you know, we're considering buying this condo for our son who's going to be graduating Berkeley soon.
Wow, congratulations. That's exciting.
Yes, it is.
That's a good university.
Yes, we're very proud of him.
That's awesome. Yes, definitely. When do you want to look at this property?
Today, if we could, from 4 to 7, that would be ideal. That's when we have a window.
Sure. Let me call seller and see if the property is available between 4 to 7 today, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. How's that sound?
That sounds good. And then, you know, we heard that the condo market has been a little bit slower since COVID. You know, is this something that we can get for under the list price? I know it's listed at 590. Do you think that if we offer like 530 or 520, we'd be able to get this house?
You know what? Each condo, each townhouse, they have their own unique characteristic and data associated with it. So let's meet in this property. I'll do the research. I'll gather the information about what type of homes, what was the price they sold in the neighborhood, and we can go from there. But definitely we can take a look at it.
Okay. And then do you know the HOAs for this building?
I can pull up, let me see. It's 123 Main Street. Yes, it's $230 per month.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And then, okay. All right. So what's next?
The next would be I will call seller to make an appointment, and I'll connect with you as soon as I hear that. Would you like to text you or call you?
Call me is fine.
Okay, I'll call you right away, and I'll pull up some data and information, and I'll meet you in the property. But first, I'll confirm the appointment with you, with the
Cool.
seller and with you.
Okay. Awesome. Well, then I look forward to that.
Perfect. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay.
All right,
Bye.
really good job, Mirnaz, because what you didn't do is you didn't lick your chops. And what I mean by that is that you didn't get too excited about the possibility of listing the home. You said, you know what, you're with the right person. I'm going to help you out. And let's go back to the 123 Main Street. So you didn't get too excited about the possibility of getting a listing. You brought him back to, hey, let me help you with 123 Main Street. And then you didn't make them feel like, ooh, like you don't care about the buying, you only care about the listing side of it. So I thought that was really, really good. You know, for that far under list price, I wouldn't be afraid to tell someone that's a horrible idea, but in our own way, in our own, you know, with the velvet hammer. But overall, Mirnaz, I thought that was a really, really good presentation. So great job, like getting better and better each time.
Thank you.
Love your shirt, by the way. Let's go, Jordana. You ready?
Yeah, quick question though. When you have something like that, are we only trying to book the buyer appointment, not go for the listing appointment?
You're going to go for both, right?
Okay.
But you just don't want to get over super like excited and like miss the point. The reason they're calling is they want to see 123 Main Street. So of course, you're like, you know, cool. Let's talk about your home as well. I'm going to get some more details from you. You know, do you need to sell that home in order to buy the new home? Okay, perfect. Awesome. Let me get that address. And in the meantime, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to pull up our information for the home we're going to see. And I'll do a little research on that house. That way we can have a better conversation about that. And then when you're there, schedule the appointment to go see their home. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Take that listing. Just don't make it sound like, ooh, okay, I got a listing opportunity. Like I think she handled it with tremendous poise. All right, Jordana, let's run it back. So, hello, this is Elias calling from Zillow. I have Elias on the line that would like to see 123 Main Street. Can you take the call?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi there. This is Jordana Taylor with EXP Realty. I'm a Zillow Premier Agent. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. So I see that you're interested in 123 Main Street. What time did you want to go take a look at the property?
You know, I was thinking I want to see it today between 4 and 7, but so I was concerned, and maybe you can help me understand like what the rent rolls are there. I'm an investor. I see that it's a fourplex. Do you know what the rent rolls are? If there's rental restrictions, are all the units occupied? Like, how do I get that information? Is that something you can help me with?
Yeah, good questions, definitely. So I can pull up all that information. It'll all be in the disclosures and I'll bring that to our appointment. So what I'll do is I'll just confirm seller availability for today between 4 and 7, and then give you a call back and confirm our appointment. And then I'll get that information together for you too, with all the rent rolls and all that.
Yeah, so I know it's kind of hard to get people out in the city of Berkeley and Oakland. You know, I see that 2 units are occupied right now. What does it take to get someone out of their units?
Yeah, so let's take a look at the lease terms first, because if they're at the end of their lease term anyway, it might not be that difficult to get them out. It really just depends on your timeline and tenant rights and all of that. If they've been there longer than a year, typically you have to give them 60 days notice, but let's take a look at all that. They might be on month-to-month leases and have been there less than a year. So let's get all that information before we dive too deep into all that.
Okay, and then what's next?
Okay, so let me confirm that we can go see the fourplex sometime between 4 and 7 today, and then I'll give you a call right back.
Okay.
And then while I have you, were there any other properties that you wanted to go take a look at?
I don't know. Are there?
Well, tell me a little bit more about what you're looking for, and I can put a few together for you.
4 to 6 units, Berkeley, Oakland, you know, something that I can build some wealth and you know, something I could pass on to the family. So
Okay,
we're looking for investment opportunities.
And what's more important to you, cash flow or appreciation?
That's a good question. I mean, appreciation.
Okay, perfect. And are you going to be doing a 1031 exchange at all?
No, not on this property.
Okay, got it. So it sounds like you're a pretty savvy investor. You have a few other properties that you've worked with. Okay, great. Do you need to sell any of those properties, or is this just a new investment?
I mean, we may want to offload one, but we can have that conversation later.
Okay.
You know, I've worked with a lot of different agents, and so I just want to know, you know, why should I work with somebody like you? I'm not attached to anybody, but I'm quick to leave an agent if they're not going to satisfy my needs. So why should I work with somebody like you?
Yeah, no, I totally understand. You sound like a lot of investors that I work with. I work with a lot of investors. So not the first time that I've heard that. I know you guys are all about numbers, but I mean, we can talk more about that in person, and we could also set up a buyer's consult. We can do a deeper dive into how I work and see if we're a good fit and go from there.
Yeah, well, just so I know before I even meet you, you know, what's your unique value proposition?
Oh man, this is hard, Elias. Well, like I said, I work with a lot of investors, and I know how 1031 exchanges work, and I know all about the numbers, and I have spreadsheets and can help you run all that. And my value to you is really negotiating and getting you the best possible price and making the numbers work.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, cool. I like it. So then what's next?
Okay, so let me just give the seller a call. I'll confirm the appointment in about 20 minutes. And then I'm also going to put together a few other properties for us to go take a look at, and I'll send those over as well.
Cool. Sounds good.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Awesome. Great job, Jordana. Let's talk about a couple things here. I want to talk about body language, and I want to talk about your tone, right?
Okay.
When you are like this,
Yeah.
naturally, what do you think I feel on the other line?
Yeah.
Because without even seeing you, I'm like, all right, so she's kind of relaxed right now. I get it. But like, you want to make sure like, cool. Hi. You know, like my ass is all the way to the back of my seat. My chair is back, or my ass is in the back of my seat. My shoulders are back. I'm with a sense of certainty. I'm going to handle this call. And I got that, right? There's who, because I know you and I've talked to you a couple of times, there's a hint of a little sass when you talk. And I'm sure people have told you this in your entire life and your entire career. The only time that I got you to smile is when you got nervous.
Yeah.
Nervous because I asked you a tough question was the only time, which I'm always seeing that because I get to see your face, fortunately, in this case. But be cognizant of that, right? Your smile is felt on the other line of the call, right? And you do have the sass, which I think that tenacity is part of your value proposition. Because, hey, Mr. Investor, you're not going to work with a more tenacious agent than myself. I will tell you how it is. I'll run the numbers. I'll tell you the data. And I'll also tell you if that's a good idea or if that's a bad idea. That's where you can count on me. And that's my unique value proposition. So I'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. Are you bringing anybody else with you? Wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Like you can be that direct person that you are. That's your value proposition, right?
Okay.
That's your value prop. So leverage that SaaS and make it work for you, because I don't think that you're ever going to get away from that, because I think that's just who you are and how you are wired as and correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's just weird because I don't even try. It's just like who I am as a person, I guess.
Hey, I don't try to be direct. I'm just direct as a person.
Like when I actually like, now I understand when I actually like do get sassy, people are like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, there's Miss Sass right here. There's another one in the room, but
Who is
no,
it?
it's Molly.
Oh.
Her shirt says Black girls are lit.
Nice.
All right, so really good job, you guys. We're actually going to end it there today. We're going to end it a little bit early today because I have another presentation I'm about to get into. So as you can see, this pool is getting smaller and smaller. So what does that mean? That you guys are going to have a higher probability of getting on a Zillow Flex a lot sooner, because only the people, God bless you, Joey. Only the people that come to these events are the ones that get on a Zillow Flex. So keep showing up, keep shining. And if you guys, the last 5, the last 10, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. So really great job, you guys. I appreciate you showing up and constantly getting, it's uncomfortable. I know it is. It's meant to be uncomfortable. It's meant to be uncomfortable because the scenarios you guys are going to hear here, you guys are going to face with a consumer live. So go out there, have some fun. I don't know if any of you guys are coming to Concord today. Kenny's going to be hosting a branding and video workshop today. So I'm really excited about this. But if not, we will see you guys soon. Have a wonderful day. Great job. Way to crush it.
Thank you.
Bye.